Hi there. Thank you for coming. Thank you. This has been a glorious 3 months of rehearsal. 3 months for what you're about to see. Where did the time go? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. One day you wake up like, we gotta get something on stage. So this is our monologue show. Quick disclaimer, before we start, please don't videotape these kids in order to humiliate them later. It's not cool. If you're really interested in humiliating these kids later, I have some rehearsal footage for sale later. Hey, I gotta pay bills too, which reminds me, I'll be taking personal donations for my time. Haha, just kidding, just kidding. I'm learning to live without money and food. My car is only 14 years old. I really love being a teacher. Really, just love it. I wasn't supposed to be dinner tonight. Tonight is sheltering these beautiful, beautiful children. Some of them have worked really hard on this. Some of them, they have not. If you can figure out which ones, please tell me. Enjoy the show. Thank you. Bradley.
So, nobody told me we were supposed to memorize this.
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't hear that.
We've been working on this for 3 months.
You can expect me to listen when you're saying things, alright? That's not fair to me. Anyway, it's time for my monologue. Shut up! I'm doing my monologue. This one time, me and my friends were gonna steal garden gnomes, right? Shut up! That's it. I'm not doing it. My lawn gnome mystery will make a monologue.
I'm sorry, Bradley, please continue with your monologue.
Is this required grade?
Yes, it's a required grade.
Wow, that's intense. It's like, I took theater class because this was supposed to be fun, and now we gotta do stuff? You should have mentioned that on the course description.
Keep going, Bradley.
This one time, me and my friends were gonna steal lawn. I got this friend named Jameson, anyone know him? He's insane, right? Like, he's a real deviant. And he's got this truck, and he's like, dude, yes. He doesn't like to use a lot of words because he's like poetic and stuff. And I'm like, what? And he's like, no. And I'm like, let's do it. So there's this other kid with us, Burma. He's got mental problems or whatever, but he's real open to suggestion. Like, you'll tell him, Burma, run into that wall. He just does it, like, ran right into the wall. He's got so much brain damage. It's awesome. So we go out, Jameson's truck, real stealthy, like lights off, coasting down those busy streets, looking for notes. We almost hit this jogger. It was crazy. He was like jogging the road or whatever, and we were like, move, and he didn't move. So we almost hit him. Anyway, there it is, jackpot, 7 guard gnomes, with their little gnome hats and little gnome faces. Who are these people that put all these gnomes out here? Are they gnome enthusiasts? Like, what is wrong with them? Anyway, so I'm like, Burma, get all of them. And he's like, and I'm like, no, don't scream. It's too late, because he's insane, right? My friends are awesome. Lights come on, the little old lady at the door. Burma just runs away. Like, not even back to the truck, right? Just tears off in the opposite direction. Totally spooked by Grandma's garden all over. He's running like he's in a cartoon or whatever. We don't see him again for 3 days. Anyway, so Jameson just floors it. We're going 100 miles an hour because this truck is awesome. Engine sounds like we got like a bear chained up under there, and it's just like, "Raw, let me out here, I'm a bear." It's crazy, right? This time I see it, just once. And Jameson's like, "Oh, you gotta get it, because I'm on probation for stealing garden gnomes." And I'm like on probation too, for something totally unrelated. So glad my probation officer isn't here today. Wait, not here, Rick. Officer Dooley? Are you here? Not here? Okay, cool. Anyway, so I sprint to the gnome, and I'm like, YOLO, I say that a lot. And I grab the gnome, and I fall right over. The gnome is chained down. I'm serious. There's like a leg mandible thing, and the gnome is chained down. That's sad. Like, this is our society. People are chaining their gnomes down because they are paranoid. Anyway, so I'm like, abort, abort. Lights come on, motion lights. There's like 100 cops waiting for us. Okay, not 100, but maybe like 1, but hey, there was a cop, okay? And so I'm like, run, run. And Jameson wants to get out of the car. So I'm like, drive, drive. And so I jump in the car like I'm in an action movie, and I hit my head on the ceiling. I'm blacking out, the door's hanging open, and Jameson just floors it. And that's all I remember. Anyway, it was awesome.
totally cool. Because he'll talk to you and you'll be like, girl, you're so beautiful. Have some of my nachos. He's always got nachos, right? Like, that's his thing. He's the nacho guy. So he like does that thing with his hair. He's offering you his nachos and he goes, I'm gonna be on you like melted cheese. Ew! But it works, you know, because you're young and you're stupid and you don't recognize that Caleb is the worst human being ever.
Hey.
Don't interrupt my monologue, Caleb. This is my monologue. This is what he does, y'all. He talks over people. That's just one of his many, many awful qualities. Like, he thinks he's so hot, right? Every mirror we pass, he's looking at himself. Am I still hot? Did I get hotter within the last 25 seconds I looked at a reflective surface? Oh wow, I did. He's got a mirror app on his phone. It's his favorite thing to do. I'm hanging out with him this one time. He's looking at his phone the whole time. I look over, it's the mirror app.
It was not.
It was. You were looking at it for 5 minutes straight. What were you looking at?
You're such a liar, London.
One other thing he does, he looks at other girls when he's talking to you. Like, I'm talking to him this one time, Caleb, yeah? Algebra is a total disaster right now. I want you to draw termites. I look over at him, I watch his eyes slide right off of me over to some other chick. Like, whoop! My face is slip and slide right off my girlfriend's face over to some other yoga pants wearing chick. I'm like, I'm right here, talking about termites. Look at me. In conclusion, Caleb is a loser. Thank you.
Alright, so you've heard some crazy things from my ex-girlfriend. Alright, okay, whatever.
Is this your whole monologue? Is this seriously what you come up with?
This is what she does.
No, I'm seriously impressed by your amazing monologue. It's incredible. Genius at work.
Alright, so I'd like to tell you about my ex-girlfriend. Alright, so...
Is it tough to talk without looking at yourself? You probably need to look in the mirror right now. Your hair is totally messed up.
Shut up! And my hair is fine. You're such a liar, London. Alright, my turn now. At first, London seems cool. Before she opens her mouth, and after that, you're like, oh, and then after that, you're like, make it stop. Have you ever seen someone with a jackhammer? That's what a conversation with her is like. You try and say something, and it's like she's talking about people you don't even know, right? Like, OMG, I just talked to Amanda, and she said that Austin said that Lila and somebody else were like totally making out in Starbucks. OMG, OMG, OMG. And I'm just like, I must make it stop. I must stop the thing from making noise. It's destroying my brain. So yes, I look away to preserve my sanity, because to look upon London while she's talking is like staring into a black hole. You will be sucked in, and you will never escape. Your brain will be pummeled into dust. OMG, 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 So yes, I dumped her. I'm a free man now. Every day is like a miraculous picnic. I wake up and I think to myself, am I going out of London? Nope. And I leap out of bed with a song in my heart. My life is so good right now. Boom.
You can't just say boom after your monologue, loser.
I just did. Boom.